It's nearly impossible to pick up any recent release sneakers nowadays, so I've recruited my girlfriend to aid with the efforts, and to my surprise, it's been extremely helpful. Along with the South Korea Prestos, she was able to hit on the sneakers app once again and grab this pair of the Nike Dunk in the white and university red colorway, also dubbed as the St. John's Dunk Lows. This was one of the more anticipated reissued Dunks this year, and it's most likely because of the simple, yet bold colorway. Throughout the uppers on this pair is a smooth leather in a color blocking consisting of Nike's university red and white. The materials on here are shockingly decent. The leather has a nice grain to it, albeit it may just be a finish rather than a genuine grain, but has a soft and plush feel. It's that type of leather though that after a bunch of wear shows the worst of creasing, and if you don't maintain it, it'll eventually just not look that good. At the end of the day though, these have a $100 box price, and these things are pretty good, all things considered. Beyond the leather elements, there are just more standard Nike Dunk elements, such as the white nylon tongue with a white tongue tag and red Nike text. It's important to note that there isn't a lot of padding to the tongue. These are a Nike Sportswear Dunk, and don't utilize a stuffed tongue as SB Dunk Lows do. On top of the tongue rests a set of flat red laces. These also come with a set of white flat laces, which is also a good look, especially now during the summertime. I even went ahead and tried out a pair of white round SB Dunk laces that came with my Supreme Dunk Lows, and they look great. Despite that, I think I'm just going to stick to the standard flat red laces though to maintain the true to factory spec look. Additionally is a red insole without the Zoom Air Tech that you'd find with SBs. These are just a regular foam insole. At the midsole is a standard white one with a red outsole, similar to what you'd find with older Nike Sportswear Dunks, or more notably Air Jordan 1s. That all being said, comfort is just okay on these. They aren't mind-blowingly cozy, but also aren't unbearably uncomfortable. As for sizing on these Dunks, I'd recommend sticking to your true shoe size. My foot measures is a true 9.5, and I usually opt for a 9.5 or a 10, really depending on the deal at hand. A size 10 in SB Dunks are a tad more comfortable out of the box as they're a bit more padded than other standard sneakers. In the case of this University Red Sportswear Dunk though, there isn't as much padding to them, so there is a bit more room than I would have expected in this size 10 pair. I feel I could have stuck to my true 9.5 and they would have fit me perfectly. But at the end of the day, I know everyone has their own preferences, so just use my size advice at your own risk. Closing out the actual sneakers is the standard Nike Sportswear Box, which is a bit disappointing. I felt they could have had more of a commemorative box, just given the overall inspiration behind these shoes. And speaking of the inspiration behind these shoes, the University Red color blocking was first seen on a Dunk as far back as 1985. During that time, Nike's original Be True to Your School pack dropped, and consisted of 7 Dunk highs that were made for Nike-sponsored basketball schools. Nowadays, you wouldn't catch people on court playing in Dunks because the technology is rudimentary, so their market now is truly for lifestyle wear. More recently, Nike released other colorways inspired that pack in the Dunk Low form as seen through the Kentucky and Syracuse pairs that released in March of 2020. More specifically though, the release of this University Red pair was part of the Team Tones pack that consisted of 2 other Dunks, the Brazils and the Champ colors. Of the 3, this University Red pair is definitely the most pleasing to the eye, but then again, you can never go wrong with any of the other colorways. For being such a simple sneaker, it was nearly impossible to grab these on release day at retail price. But this is the world we live in, where the new norm is that it's impossible to get Dunks nowadays. I always enter countless raffles, which all seem to be just a dark hole with no return. A sarcastic thank you to these pop culture figures that absolutely ruin the Dunk market for regular consumers like myself. But at the same time, I understand the hype and why people have been going crazy over the recent released Dunks. The Nike Dunk is just a simple and clean silhouette that's wearable for any season during any occasion, and that's how I plan on wearing this pair. While I wouldn't pay the $300 to $400 that these are going for on the resale market, I guess I could see why people do. But that's all I have to say for this one. Let me know what you guys think of this pair in the comment section. Where does this Dunk rank on your list of recent releases? And were you able to grab a pair? Let's have a conversation about it. If you like content like this, let me know by dropping a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. The channel keeps growing by the day, and I really do enjoy making videos like these. Oddly enough, I also like taking pictures from time to time, so if you want to see more of that, be sure to follow me on Instagram at StuffDylanLikes. That's all I have for now though. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.